What's up, YouTube? Energy with another video. Okay, so today's topic, let's see. I would like to discuss elevation in this particular video. Now, I know in my previous ones, I was kind of like very harsh with everything. Really, what I'm still going to I'm still going to be that guy that's just uncut. But I'm trying to emphasize on solutions more this than I did in the past. So get ready for that. So now the question is, what's the topic? Elevation, like I just said. So now, what are ways a man in general could elevate himself? You know, everything goes back to yin and yang. If y'all don't know, y'all gonna start to know as I do more videos. Everything deals with balance, polarity. Everything has a extreme right and extreme left, up and down, back and forward. So everything needs balance. So in order for a man to elevate himself, it's not going to be just one thing. It's going to be several things. But fundamentally, how a man elevates himself is through the mental, the mind. The mind is how the man does it. It's not his emotions. It's not all his other stuff. The first thing that comes to mind, literally, is the mind. Get it? First thing that comes to mind. So that's just the basics. And then, of course, the physical is the yin. So the mind will be the yang in a sense. And then the physical will be the yin in a sense. Depends on how you look at it. Which layer you look at it. So as far as how a man can elevate mentally, you just get knowledge. You just seek information around your environment and you add on, right? Now, physically, how can you add on? Similar thing, except you're just physically partaking in it. So mentally, you'll be absorbing knowledge, right? But physically, you'll be absorbing food. So on a basic level, the two ways a man can elevate himself is really just the food he physically ingests and the knowledge he mentally ingests. So it's what you mentally expose yourself to that reflects your state of mind and your state of being in general. It's going to reflect that. So your elevation is all limited to what you expose yourself to physically and mentally. So y'all guys on here, I know y'all still, probably on here looking for dating coach advices. And trust me, there's plenty of them on YouTube. But let's be real here, guys. Dating is dead. Like, what I'm saying? That's why, shout out to guys like Alpha Male Strategies and, MJ Get Right. Them guys is doing lovely jobs on YouTube right now. Respect to them. But in general, like, y'all see all this stuff out there, I'm hoping you guys get a clue and see that things ain't getting better as far as dating relationships. Like, the world of dating and actually being in a relationship is dead as we know it. Conventional relationships. You at this point are going to be better off, like I said before in my previous video, having somebody you either trick on or you're going to have to basically have a sex buddy. Because this is what this whole thing is turning into. And now it's now more than ever about, high aptitude. When I mean by high aptitude, I mean high talents. Like, you got to be good at something or have something physically outstanding, or like I've been saying before, you got to be blessed with height, sexual prowess. You got to be, you got to have something, finances obviously got to be there depending on what kind of, lane of women you even dealing with. Because again, there are different lanes of women. Oh, shout out to Alan Roger Curry as well. If y'all don't know who he is, you need to check him out. Check out Alpha Male Strategies. Check out MJ Get Right. Check all those guys out. They're very good material. Like with Alan Roger Curry, he's dropping dimes for y'all right there. He dropping knowledge for you right there to see. He's telling you, look, you have two types of women. You have women that's looking for a provider, and then you have women that's looking for a sexual how could I put this? I got to find a proper term for this, but I'm going to be very specific here. They're looking for a sexual fling, if you will, in certain men. So you have some women that look for men for financial stability, and you have some women that look for men for the physical experience, actually the sex. They know you're not good for them. They know you only go offer them sex, but they still going to fuck with you. Then you also got the type of women, like I said before, that just wants to go after you because you provide a good roof over their head. But at some point, especially with today's women, they're going to get used to the provision that that you've blessed them with. And naturally, they're going to start looking elsewhere because once a woman feels secure, now they're safe enough to start looking elsewhere. Okay, now I know this guy ain't going nowhere. Let me go look somewhere else. So these are the things that they will be doing. So definitely keep on lookout for that, most definitely, because you will definitely have to worry about those types. It's going to increase, especially with the economy. Remember, the worse the economy gets, y'all, the worse the women get. Because, see, the women's a reflection of the economy and the state of mind that the man is in. Remember, women are reactive. Men are proactive. So, naturally, women tend to react to their circumstances and naturally not going to always look for solutions because they usually, and you look at the history, they always look towards the man to find a solution. If you don't believe me, look at any woman that can't find a solution. Watch how they respond. The first thing they're going to do, they're going to look for a man who knows what he is doing. Why? Because in their nature, that's why they look for leadership qualities in men. Don't listen to these feminists. All they're trying to do is, remember, women are adapting to the times we're in, just like the men are adapting. They're adapting just like us. Remember, they have a brain like how you have one. So don't get it twisted. They are making adjustments. One of their adjustments is feminism and independence, of course. But come on, that's not their only trump card. They need you to stay being a beta male so you can keep providing for them. When you start talking about a man, going his own way, being independent, because the Mgtwo movement and all this stuff coming out, women are not going to they're not going to take a liking to that naturally because it threatens their agenda. Think about it. Now, obviously, all women I'm not going to ever generalize all personalities of women, but they all have a pinch of female nature. And this is why you brothers really, and men in general need to get a knowledge of themselves and know how women really operate, really know how the women operate. I think the Nation of Islam was on to something when they were saying how, basically women are weak and wicked by nature. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at the behavior of them, what do they go for? They go for the bad guys. Why would you go for a bad guy if you're a good girl? Bullshit. See what I'm saying? Weak and wicked, like I was saying. So what it is as a man, as an original man in general, the first thing you should do is elevate yourself. Forget about them. Elevate yourself because they're going to always select the wrong crowd. They're going to elevate the wrong types. You don't need that in your circle. Trust me. You got these hoes out here running around trying to elevate the wrong dudes. Why? Because they feel like, damn, you're blessed with the physical looks, but you just don't have nothing else going for you. So naturally, they're going to try to elevate the bums who look good to them or who is sexually, preferred by them. So what happens is they start getting bitter and they say, well, damn, all the good looking dudes ain't got no good jobs. All the corny niggas got all the jobs and good pay and a house and all other stuff. So what do? They strategize. They talk with their little girlfriends about how they're going to sit there and basically hijack your household through manipulation. Now, how do you safeguard yourself to that? Simple. Have a knowledge of self and know yourself and put yourself first. Don't ever put a woman first under no circumstances. Put yourself first. Why? Simple. Because who's here first? The man and the woman. The man. Now, that's debatable. If you agree with me, you can agree. If you disagree, I don't care. I'm not here to debate about that. I'm here to discuss female nature and how a man can really elevate himself. The main topic of the video is elevation. Now, now that I got those obstacles out the way, let's start talking about, actual ways to elevate yourself. One, you do your yoga, like I've been saying in my other videos, you exercise, you take your Irish moss. You know what I'm saying? You take all these good things for your body. You know what I'm saying? You go on a cleansing. You do your little fasting every now and then. You know what I mean? You seek knowledge mentally. You expose yourself to people who's intellectually inclined. You expose yourself to people who has a knowledge of themselves and where they're going. You know what I mean? You also definitely want to surround yourself with goal-oriented people. Do not surround yourself with a bunch of beta males. Why? Because they're going to just tell you how to be a better beta male. They're not going to ever give you advice on how to elevate past that because all they know how to do is chase a bitch all day, chasing a woman. This is what the lessons and what the Nation of Islam was probably talking about. They was basically saying how a man becomes a savage in pursuit of happiness when he's sitting there chasing a woman all day. You know what I'm saying? You can't be chasing a woman all day because their nature is dependency and weakness. So, you can't put nothing weak above yourself. You have to put yourself first. Naturally. It's just, if you was in a war conflict right now and you wanted to win a war, would you put the women first or would you put the warriors first? And now it's women or warriors. Straight up. So, hashtag women or warriors. If no one has not started that, I'm going to start that. Women or warriors. Because that's what it's turning into. You're either going to have warriors on your team or you're going to have women on your team. And you know what that consists of. I don't have to go any further than that. But obviously everything deals with yin and yang. So you have to find your balance, of course. But you know what time you're living in. So don't play yourself. Now, you know what I'm saying? You got different ways. Now, I discussed all the mental and physical things, but obviously you need to be pursuing careers. All of you need to have a skill set. So acquire skills. All men acquire skills. If you don't have them, you need to develop them. Find your hobby, find your passion, and just focus on that. Don't let no woman come in between that. Don't let no bitch get in the way of what you're trying to do with your goal. Because remember, at the end of the day, they're going to be there. They're going to fuck you when you're successful, whether you like them or not. Literally, that's how they operate. They don't even, it's so bad now. These groupies, especially, and some of these, sociopathic females today, which is being proliferated by the culture and the system, they don't give a fuck if you don't like them. As a matter of fact, they may want to fuck you more because you don't like them, because they want to prove a point to their narcissistic ideology or to their friends that they can fuck a guy that's so-called unattainable, because that's what they go for. So, like I said, guys, there are going to be more videos in Elevation coming. This is just the first one. I might be doing videos in Elevation every month. But this is just a video I got set up. I got plenty of other good stuff coming. So this is just a brief little updated video to let y'all know I'm still around. I'm still going to be making videos. All right. So I'll holla. Peace.